Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Desmond King making the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down by Chris Harris.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Herbert, too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
That defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And that'll be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Alert, alert, alert. 56, Mike, 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The return is Reed. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting,
Los Angeles.
a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, Herbert looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down?
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Check, check. Fresno. Check 43. Check 3. Check. Alert.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Hey, check Mike 39.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check 85. Pass 85. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Come on. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
From the gun, Allen buying time to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Running on first down, Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Now Eckler, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll set up to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. On 52. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Defense wins championships, baby.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Allen took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Bills. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first.
And the Chargers.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
45-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
from the gun. Herbert on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Allen now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
27-yard line.
On a jet sweep, this is Beasley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Ready? Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. Watch twist.
From the 30 on second down, Allen. His throw incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. Third down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Don't let him breathe.
From the gun, Allen. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
To kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 2, Allen. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Right here, right here. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming. 56, 56. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Charger ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Herbert. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Made the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and this is going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen off the bootleg. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Reed. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On the give, this is Eckler. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Eckler, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now he'll escape to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. And they'll run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Incomplete.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Back now in Buffalo. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Complete.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
On the play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Going on the ground with Eckler, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Austin Eckler.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's Eckler again. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but we just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Chargers 14, Bills 3. Mike Badgley to kick off for
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They started on the ground with Eckler. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep
taking care of the ball. All the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Eckler. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he's able to get it out of there. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Allen again. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Joe Reed returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a pleasure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete to Austin Eckler.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Of the gun, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
First down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
30-yard line.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Herbert now to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
49.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I think the game balls need